glad to have you along for Season 1, Episode 1 of Talk Derby to Me. My name is Vince Handy. I am joined by our host, the head of Tampa Roller Derby's announcing crew, the incomparable Al B. Dam. Al, what's Talk Derby to Me all about?
Vince, you know, we as a Derby community need a platform to where we can talk about what's relevant to us. There are so many different conversations that we have in pieces of parts of the Derby community where other people can get involved. So at this, we started talking about, well, let's record some of our conversations. And then it ballooned to, hey, we recorded other people. So we started talking to other people. And we want to hear from y'all because we as a Derby community, this is the platform where we'll talk about all things Derby. Some of it is going to be lighthearted and fun. Some of it is going to be a little more serious. And you know what? We'll learn some things along the way. And I am real excited about it. I'm super excited that you're joined us, Vince. And the sky's the limit from here, buddy.
Hey, Al, thanks for having me along for the ride. And we're glad you're along for the ride because we've got some great content for Season 1, Episode 1, including Chaos Theory, the results of the 2018 Tampa Roller Derby League Draft, and what may be a first, Al, Skater Spotlight on a Derby Olympian. All that and more for Episode 1 of Talk Derby to Me, coming right up.
RollerCon is roller derby heaven.
Essentially the ultimate roller derby holiday.
The opportunity to sit trackside and watch some of the best athletes in our sport.
I actually met the love of my life at the Rydell Superheroes and Villains Party 2 years ago.
I've never felt more included or encouraged at an event.
It's a reminder that there's a lot more people out there in the world that share the same passion for roller derby as I do.
And it's so hard to leave when it's over. You'll be having withdrawals for weeks.
RollerCon. No parents, no rules.
We're back once again. I'm Al B. Dam with Vince Hannity and being joined by Corey Mendel, member of the Tampa Roller Derby Announce team. And we're all together because it's going to take three of us to tell you about all the fun that's going to go down here at the Wrecking Hall this coming Saturday, March the 3rd. We're talking about great food, great derby action, cold frosty adult beverages, lots of different skaters merchandise on sale. This is your one-stop shop for fun this Saturday. And Vince, let's start by talking about the roller derby that's going to be happening here.
Indeed, we kick it off in 2018 with Tampa's own Sea Sirens and the Brews Crew in a rare interleague doubleheader action, as the Brews Crew, I believe, will be taking on the Gold Coast Derby Girls, headed up by our own former announcer, former skater, now once again coach, Just Ask of the Piece. And we know one thing, Al, Just Ask will have Gold Coast prepared for the conditioning game, for the strength game, for the long game.
Just As is actually taking over. She is their strength coach this year. I spoke to her. She will not be here this weekend. She is not going to be coaching the bench this season. She is their strength coach. But they are going to be, she says they're ready.
And indeed, game number 2, it will be the Sea Sirens featuring the now WFTDA apprentice and your 2017 Franky Panky tournament champions, the Braden Tucky Bombers, the last of the Sunshine Skate 6, to go full-fledged WFTDA, Al.
And the last time Braden Tucky was in this building was Franky Panky 2017, and what happened there?
Took on all-comers, defeating Key West in the tournament final to be named your 2017 Franky Panky tournament champions. Is the Wrecking Hall the lucky hall for the Bombers? We're going to find out Saturday night.
It's going to be some exciting derby action. And not only that, we talked about the beverage choices. We will have sweets and water and sodas on sale at the concession stands for Tampa Roller Derby. And we will have Coppertail and other great brews in-house to go along with the food. Corey, that's something near and dear to your heart, is it not?
We're going to have Albecue this weekend.
What?
Albecue. The food without the food truck.
That's legit.
It is.
The infamous pulled pork Albecue will be here at the Wrecking Hall for Joe Public to purchase and consume his very own?
Yes. The way to get that is to buy a ticket to watch the roller derby. Doubleheader. Awesome. We just talked about it. And we get Albecue. But not only do we get awesome smoked pulled pork, we're going to have smoked pulled turkey salad. which kindly is going to be called the Corey Braden Turkey
The
Chicken Salad.
Braden Turkey Salad Sandwich. That's right. And not only that, the Gold Coast Skis Burger Pressed Ham and Cheese Sandwich.
The pressed ham and cheese is, might I say, almost as good as the smoked turkey salad. Almost as good. I personally think that the Corey Braden Turkey salad.
Regardless, you'll have 3 meat choices that you can pick from, and you can get a side of coleslaw or mac and cheese to go along with them. So you'll eat well, you'll drink well, you'll enjoy great Derby action, and come hang out with us at the after party. There'll be even more fun after that.
Before we go, I know you've heard about Albecue. Al's been smoking meat for a very long time. This is your opportunity to get it.
I'm glad he said meat.
For God's sake, Saturday, March 3rd, here at the Wrecking Hall, 5313 East Bush Boulevard, barbecue, turkey, skis burger, Derby doubleheader action. For the love of all that is holy, be there at the Wrecking Hall Saturday night.
The Lord of the Rink, Vince Hannity on mic.
That's true.
What?
Hannity, that guy still owes me $20.
Dude, you do what we tell you know. Anyway, we'll be back.
Hello from Chaos Theory, a look into the world of modern flat track roller derby with me, Mary Chaos. Today, the topic of conversation is why you should watch roller derby. Now, chances are if you're watching this show, you have a little bit of a background, but in case you don't, or in case you're trying to get your friends to come, here are some things you can tell them. Number 1, this is a sport for everyone, even if you don't like sports. No, I'm serious. Like I know tons of people who play or watch this game that just, they hate sports. They never liked them. They never wanted to participate. They never wanted to watch them. And yet they're at every game and tournament and they officiate or they announce or they play or all of the above. So it doesn't matter who you are. Chances are you're going to find something here that you enjoy. Part of that is because of number 2. The athleticism is out of this world. Okay, so we are a semi-professional sport, meaning we do not get paid. Any of us. A couple of us are lucky to have sponsorships, which means we might get free stuff now and again, but none of us get a paycheck from this, which means that we have to pay to play, and this is all volunteer time. Now, you might think that that would lower the expectations of athleticism, and actually it is opposite. We have got some of the strongest, fastest people in the world among our ranks. In fact, Julian Ruckert, who now is a jammer for Detroit Derby, she participated in the Sochi Olympics on the ice speed skate team. Justin Stelly and Erin Jackson both recently competed in the Olympic trials. Erin Jackson snagged a spot on the Olympic team. She is the first Black woman to ever make the U.S. long track speed skate team. We have people from hockey, from field hockey, from aggro inline skating, from skateboarding. We have football, and you name it, they have come to us at one point or another. And we work really hard at what we do. The top teams in the world will practice sometimes up to 4 or 5 times a week on skates, and then another 2 or 3 times off skates. And they need all this training because it's a completely unique game. Your job is to do offense and defense at the same time. What? Who does that? There is no ball. We are the ball, and we also have to protect our friends from getting smashy from the other team. Number 3, it's cheaper than going to the movies. No, seriously. A study showed that average couple going out to the movies will spend upwards of $100 between the ticket, the snacks, the sodas, and if you're going out to dinner before that, forget it. Most derby games, it's $7 to $15 a ticket. You know, maybe you'll buy some beer while you're there or pick up some food at the concession stand. Usually you're looking at a $30 to $40 night for 2 people. That's pretty awesome. Number 4, everywhere you go in the world, you're going to find roller derby. We are an international sport. We just had the 3rd Women's World Cup. It took place in Manchester, England, and we had 38 teams compete. Coming up soon, we have the 3rd Men's World Cup in Barcelona, and there are 26 teams, a lot, including in the Women's World Cup, we had Team Greece, Team Indigenous, Team Iran. In the Men's World Cup, we have Argentina and Japan, Team Korea. So it really is an international sport, and you can find it anywhere. You're on vacation abroad and don't know what to do? Google local roller derby. And number 5, it's do it yourself, DIY, which means you get to meet your heroes or be your own. Go to a game, cheer on your favorite sports celebrities, and then afterwards go to the after party and get to shake hands with them. You're never going to get to do that from an NFL or NBA or NHL standpoint unless you're paying buku bucks for it. So at roller derby, we are all about the community, all about the involvement, and getting people like you on the track, in the door, and enjoying this amazing sport. There's so much more about roller derby that's amazing, from our community involvement to our junior programs, and you can look it all up. Google is your friend, but I talk about all of it on chaostheoryblog.com. And in fact, if you want more reasons to watch roller derby, you can go there and check out a blog about this exact topic. So get on your computer, look up your team, look up roller derby, and go support your local games.
Announcers, if you are interested in coming to the Wrecking Hall and calling some games, first of all, if you're ever around, and we're having derby, let me know. You can come by anytime. But we have 2 great tournament opportunities coming up very quickly. If you have not applied yet for Franky Panky 2018, it is just a little over 3 weeks away, March 24th and 25th, right here at the Wrecking Hall. Get your applications in now, as I'm trying to finalize a team for that tournament. And then just about a month later, on April 28th and 29th, Spring Break Swarm, the Junior Invitational Tournament that's now in its 3rd season, I believe, will be right here again at the Wrecking Hall. That is always a fun tournament, and you have got to be part of that. Come be a part of the future of our sport, and the future is indeed bright. So, if you want to come in here and be a part of either one of those tournaments, get your application in as quick as possible. And if you don't want to announce, but you want to hang out, find the event page on Womp Womp.
Al, come back,
What?
come back. Are you talking to people about coming to the Wrecking Hall to be an announcer?
Yes.
Did you tell them the reason that I'm an announcer at the Wrecking Hall? Albacue. He feeds us. You wouldn't believe what he does. You get to hang out. He feeds us. It's awesome. It's
Guys,
fun. There's food.
Complete
There's
your
snacks.
application.
Little Debbie cakes.
You can stream. You'll be able to stream live. And a lot of times, look, hey, I went to the Junior Olympics and I still haven't seen any of my work there. So you come here and we will give you archives of it to where you can check yourself out, use it on your resume for the future. Get here, call some roller derby right here at the Wrecking Hall. You will not have more fun calling roller derby, and you probably won't eat better anywhere else either.
No,
I'm just
it's barbecue. It's smoked
saying.
pork.
Apply
smoked
today.
ham.
I want you.
We're back. You are watching Talk Derby to Me. Al, it's time for our skater spotlight. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about our first choice?
Absolutely. When we were talking about different segments that we were going to be trying to do and try out on the Derbyverse, the one that we all unanimously just jumped right on was the skater spotlight. And then, of course, we went to this person should be and this person should be, because there's a lot of great skaters, and we're going to get to you all. But this month, there was really only one choice.
One choice, dare I say, unanimous choice. Number 480, familiar to roller derby fans around the world, particularly in Florida roller derby, and now familiar to the Olympics. I can be speaking of none other than Jacksonville roller derby's very own Aaron Jackson. And Al, we've got a pinch hitter for this segment, don't we?
Absolutely. If you're going to do a story about Aaron Jackson, there's nobody that you can talk to except stand by.
With Olympian Aaron Jackson on the minds and in the hearts of Jacksonville roller derby, we recently spoke with some of her early teammates, including the one who recruited her into the sport.
So Aaron Jackson and I actually used to inline speed skate together many years ago. I think I was probably 13 and she was probably 11, and you could tell then that she was something really special. I remember very specifically a practice where we were practicing quick starts, duck starts, and her run was so powerful that she actually ripped the mounting block out of her boot. And I think that was when we kind of all took a step back and we're like, this 11-year-old girl is like gonna be something really awesome. And then I started playing roller derby, and I ran into her at the skating rink one night, and we started talking, and I knew that she was still speed skating, and so I asked her if she had any interest in coming to practice. She came to a few practices, flew through fresh meat, and skated her first game with the Ocala Canimals against Central Florida Derby Demons. And I remember them being like, oh, who's that new girl? We don't recognize her. And us being like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about her. She's brand new. This is her first game. Don't worry about her. It's okay. And then after the very first jam, I think we had her jam the first jam, they all looked at us at the bench like.
So how was the transition into Jacksonville?
She and I were both kind of in the place where we knew that we wanted a more elite level of competition. And so when we showed up and started skating with Jacksonville, like everything just fit and clicked. But you could just see it in everybody's faces in tryouts, like all of the eyes getting really wide and being like, all right, okay, this is a thing that's happening now.
Our first game with Erin was in St. Louis. Her flight was canceled, and we were all worried because she was our ace in the hole, because no one really knew about her yet. She's continuing to learn every single stride that she takes. So I don't think there's a peak with her yet. Anyone crossing over into roller derby needs to have the mental strength to be able to have the longevity and the want to learn. So Erin had the want to learn, she had the mental strength. The thing with her is her laterals, because she was so used to going straight forward, fast. So it was a really cool experience over the years to watch her be able to morph into such a dynamic roller derby player. She was a rock for me through a really dark time in my life. So she really is one of the most generous, kind, and humble people you will ever meet.
What did you see in her skating with her for the first time?
It was super easy for her. The only thing she needed to learn were the rules. Yeah, she came in and just kind of like her ice, she just figured it out really quick and is really awesome at it and doesn't even act like she's that great at it either. You would never know by her attitude. I think anybody also who plays a competitive sport at one point in their career or lives wanted to be an Olympian. And then to actually have somebody who does a sport and is on your team be an Olympian, it's kind of like you're vicariously living through them in some way. So not only was I proud from a league member standpoint, but just personally as a friend, I love Baby. She was actually my roommate a lot, my bedmate when we would travel, and she's just such a nice person that for someone like her to get this, I mean, I was completely like so blown away, so happy for her, you know, and I didn't help in any way, but like you feel like it's one of your family members. It was just incredible.
From Jacksonville, stand by.
We are back. Thank you, Standby, for that great report on Erin. What an impressive story. And Vince, what an impressive performance by Erin Jackson at the Olympics.
Indeed, Al. 4 months overall from training before the trials, the actual Olympic trials, leading up to the spot in the Olympic team. Erin Jackson placing 24th in the world. 2018, the first woman of color for the United States to make the long track team. And Al, it begs the question, will 2022 be the first time that a woman of color earns a medal for the long track team for the United States?
Indeed.
Hi,